after one of the most entertaining football games in college football. History. Outside the national championship game between between Texas and USC, now it's time for Oklahoma to calm down a little bit, as they'll play Kansas for homecoming. We'll break down everything you need to know about that game. But first, a Sooner Stumper for you. Now that Texas Tech is out of the way, of course, we have Kansas. But we have to know who has led the Kansas Jayhawks since 1999 in the Stoops era. I'll give you a hint here, guys. There have been 7 different coaches in that time span. I'll tell you who they are next. Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away. Since 1999, the Kansas Jayhawks have had 7 different head coaches, and here is the list of those coaches, which was the Sooner Stumper. 97 to 2001, Terry Allen was rolling the sidelines. After that, from 2002 to 2009, Mark Mangino reigned the sidelines for the Jayhawks. Turner Gill took over for him after an off-the-season altercation in 2010 to 2011, those 2 years. 2012, 2013, and 2014, Charlie Weiss was in charge. The rest of 2014, because he was fired midway through, it was held down by Clint Bowen. 2015, they did a few more interviews and found David Beatty for Kansas. Now, the head coach of Kansas. The game will be played at Gaylord Family Memorial Stadium. But the game between the Oklahoma Sooners and the Kansas Jayhawks at OU. Just crossing enemy lanes real quick, David Beatty and the defense of Kansas, they've been vamping that up a little bit. But yet the offense is still a little bit to be desired. But Motel Cozart will try to fix that. The overall series is a 73, 27, and 6 record overall. That is a 72% winning clip in the series. Last time Oklahoma won in this series was last year in 2015. The game was in Lawrence. Oklahoma won the game 62-7 in the set. Last time Kansas won, also in Lawrence, was actually Terry Allen's first year in 97. 20-17 was that final. That game also in Lawrence, the win for Kansas. This version of Oklahoma, Kansas will be played Saturday, October the 29th on Fox Sports 1. It will also be homecoming. Therefore, with all the festivities and everything, the game is being pushed back till 6 o'clock. p.m. Speaking of homecoming, we'll get to the meaning of that in a second, because I do believe that Tim Brandle will be doing the play-by-play for this one. Speaking of homecomings, it doesn't get any more homecoming than this. Spencer Tillman, color analyst for Fox Sports 1, Oklahoma Sooner from 1982 to 1985. He will be back in town as far as a homecoming is concerned. He'll be back as the color analyzing. And the sideline reporter again this week will be Bruce Feldman. He did it last week for Oklahoma and Oklahoma Tech. If you don't want to listen to those guys and you want to come on out to Norman. You can listen to the game on Sooner Sports Radio. The Sooner Radio app is on the TuneIn app on your phone or tablet, or check your local radio frequencies. On that, you will find Toby Rowland. He'll do the play-by-play. Color analyzing will be done by former Oklahoma coach Merv Johnson and a couple of sideline reporters on the beat this year for Oklahoma. From Sports Talk 1400, Teddy Lehman and Chris Plank. And from 107.7, The Franchise, 107.9 in Oklahoma City, 107.9, The Franchise in Tulsa, Rufus Alexander also does Sooner Sports Radio Network television, or radio. There is the football pregame remotes. Of course, everybody knows about the homecoming parade that trots around Norman for homecoming every year. So there's that. This is new. It is right across the street. It is right at Louis. So if you go to Louis, on Campus Corner, right there, it's a secondary screening commentary, secondary home style commentary done by WWLS analyst, midday WWLS radio host Mark Rogers, the coach Barry Switzer, and one of his quarterbacks. They all work together to Thomas Lott actually is the quarterback, and they all work together and bring you special commentary for each home game and road game, by the way. But the home games are there on Campus Corner, right there at Louis. Stop by and see them. Stop by there if you don't have a ticket. Just go there. They watch the game. They got games behind them, TV going on, secondary commentary. It's all fun and games. Also fun and games. Before the game, you can do the OU tailgate party. That's across the street from McCaslin Fieldhouse. That is Sooner Fan Fest. Everything goes on there. Food and much more. Also, there on Campus Corner, Balfour and Norman, you can run into the Sports Talk 1400 color guy, analysts. The WW there at Balfour across from O'Connell's there in Norman. Right at O'Connell's there in Norman on Campus Corner. You see WWLS, the Sports Animal. Those guys are there. And the one that I usually go to, 107.7, is at the corner of White and Asp. They're on Campus Corner over by Hertz Donuts. They have cornhole. They have beer. Chewy's is right there, too. If you're not in the mood for donuts and you want to go get some real food, you can go to Chewy's. It's right there. All of it right there in that little corner area. Also, Marcus Dupree will be in that vicinity doing autographs for about maybe 2.5 hours before the game starts. Whew. So that's before the game. What about during the game? What can we look forward to during the game for each side? Well, we'll get to that right now. First of all, we'll start with the home team. As always, our Sooners. They score 43.86 points per ball game this season for the Sooners. That's 13th best as an average. Their yards per ball game is at 572.29 yards per ball game. That is 29th. Fourth in the country. In the nation. As far as offenses is concerned. The defense, it is a bend but don't break defense. And they have not broken since the Ohio State game. But they bent a little bit. Which is why these are a bit skewed. But they give up 36.7 points per ball game. That is 225th worst in the nation. Also at 223rd worst in the nation, they give up 457.86 yards per ball game. But their head coach is still Bob Stoops. Bobby Stoops in his 17th season at Oklahoma was an Iowa grad from 79 to 82. He spent all 17 years here at Oklahoma, with a winning percentage of 7-9-2. That is 184 wins and 48 losses. That does include last year when they went 11-2, 8-1 in Big 12 play, and won the Big 12 outright, finishing first in the conference. Bowl record under Bob Stoops, 8-9. That is a 470 winning clip. But this is what's important, though, to remember, guys, is how bad this program was. All these divisional titles since Stoops got here, 2000, 2002, 2003, 2004, 06, 07, 08, 2010. Those are the all South Division championships. What about the Bling Blings? They've gotten a couple of these things, too. They got one in 2000, 2002, 2004, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2010, 2012, and 2015. Thus far. Alright. What about this season? That's last season, 2015. What about 2016? Off to a bit of a hard start, 1-2, but finishing strong here so far. 5-2, 4-0 in the league play. It all started in Houston as they lost 33-23 in a neutral site game in NRG Stadium to Houston. They came home and slapped ULM around a little bit, 59-17, got the win there. Then played The Ohio State University, number 3 team in the country at the time, and got just shot blasted. 45-24. Took a week off before entering Big 12 play and reeling off the 4 straight conference wins. Took the week off, conserved it all, concentrated it all, did everything, soothed it all over, rubbed some dirt on it, and got a couple of wins, including a 56-52 win over number 21 TCU in Fort Worth. Got a win in Dallas, 45-40 in the Cotton Bowl against Texas. Came back home, got a 37-17 win over Kansas State. And finally, just last night, got a 60-59 win over the Raiders of Texas Tech in Lubbock. What about the Jayhawks? Well, the Hawks are not hawking very much offense up this year. Just 21.71 points per ball game. That is 204th worst in the nation. Yards per ball game is at 364.71. That also 181st worst in the country. Defensively, they are giving up 36.86 points per ball game. That's 266th worst in the nation. And defensively, yards per ball game, giving up 433.0. That is 184th worst in the nation for those yards. The Kansas Jayhawks are led by David Beatty in his second season in charge of the Jayhawks. He graduated from Linwood College, was there from 1990 to 1993, and is now the head coach at the Kansas Jayhawks. Under his reign, the Kansas Jayhawks are 1-18. That is 0.05% winning percentage. Last year went 0-12 and finished dead last, 10th worst in the conference. Bowl games for David Beatty, 0 for 0, of course, hitting a 0-9 record last year. Division titles in the Stoops era did get a divisional title with the previously mentioned Mark Mangino. Got that one in 07, tied with Missouri. Missouri, though, ended up going to the conference championship game, so they don't have a conference championship appearance. The current reign of Kansas football, this is the year they got their one win for David Beatty, but they've got 6 straight losses, too. They're a 1-6. They got their one win over Rhode Island, to start 1-0 with a 69-17 win over the Rhode Islanders. They then traveled out to Ohio to face Ohio and lost that one 37-21. They then lost to Memphis at Memphis. I'm sorry, the Ohio game was in Lawrence, 37-21. Sorry. They then traveled to Memphis. They lost that one 43-7. They then lost at Tech 55-19. They then lost at home to TCU by PAT 24-23. Had a chance in that one, by the way. They then lost to Baylor 49-7 with a loss. And they just recently lost to Oklahoma State 44-20. We're next on the list, baby. Homecoming. It's going to be fun. Floats and plenty of fun before a hard stretch. Hard stretch. Including a very special Thursday edition of Oklahoma Sooner football against the Ohio State University. We'll preview that one next time around. Alright, guys. My name's Harry James. Thanks for watching. Find me on Facebook, Harry James Taylor, or tweet me at Sooner_fan_OK. Thanks for watching the show, everybody, and enjoy homecoming. And as always, Boomer Center, everybody. Take care!